Let's get reaction now from the president and his team to the Cohen testimony. We start there at least. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts, traveling with the president here in Vietnam to cover the summit, leads off with a pretty minimal response so far. Good morning, John.
Good morning to you, Brett. So far, there has been no response to Cohen's testimony by President Trump other than a tweet that he sent out, which preceded Cohen's testimony, in which he said that Cohen had done bad things unrelated to Trump. One of the president's outside attorneys, though, Jay Sekulow, did respond to a portion of Cohen's testimony, saying, quote, "Today's testimony by Michael Cohen that attorneys for the president edited or changed his statement to Congress to alter the duration of the Trump Tower Moscow negotiations is completely false." No question, though, Cohen's testimony on Capitol Hill today left the president fighting to keep his summit with Kim Jong-un in the news spotlight. The Michael Cohen testimony barged in on President Trump's second meeting with Kim Jong-un, the president refusing to answer questions about his former attorney.
Any reaction to Michael Cohen of his testimony?
But we did get some insight into the president's thinking from South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who spoke with him before Cohen's testimony.
It did bother him that there's going to be a split screen between Michael Cohen and him meeting with Kim Jong-un. And I said, well, that's just the world in which you live.
In his meeting and social dinner with Kim, President Trump playing his cards close to his vest, but predicting success.
A lot of things are going to be solved, I hope, and I think it'll lead to really a wonderful situation long term. And our relationship is a very special relationship.
President Trump and Kim Jong-un have a signing ceremony scheduled for this afternoon. The president is under pressure from both sides of the political aisle to make progress on Kim's promise at last June's first summit to dismantle his nuclear program.
My bigger worry is probably that North Korea will give too little or nothing, because what we saw last year is really no commitment of any substance.
It is unclear what the president and Kim will sign, and the substance of a deal could shift during today's meetings. Ideas that have been kicked around are opening liaison offices in the United States and North Korea to facilitate ongoing dialogue, closing down the Yongbyon nuclear facility, an agreement to finally end the Korean War, and some modification of sanctions. President Trump has been trying to sell Kim on the economic benefits he could reap if he gives up his weapons of mass destruction, ends North Korea's isolation, and joins the global economy.
And as I've said many times, and I say it to the press, I say it to anybody that wants to listen, I think that your country has tremendous economic potential, unbelievable, unlimited. And I look forward to watching it happen and helping it to happen.
North Korea experts tell Fox News it is unlikely Kim would give up his nuclear program all at once. There is still deep distrust of the United States in North Korea. One of the president's goals this week and in his one-on-one meeting last night, to build trust between the two countries.
Boy, if you could have heard that dialogue, what you would pay for that dialogue, that was good.
We will find out more about how the summit went and what the two leaders agreed to when President Trump holds a press conference this afternoon. It's also a safe bet that he will be asked about the Cohen testimony as well. Brett?
We'll cover all of that right here. John, thank you.